My Aunt Terry and Uncle Jerry got me 2 bookshelves, and they were delivered today, and they're gonna be put together, and then I will deal with rearranging the book area. As you can see, I could use the bookshelves because I've got double stacks in here and stuff, and I'm excited. I got all that to dust and clean, and bookshelf number 1, you can see the size of it, and the other one will be the same size, so gotta figure out what so they're done this time, and I'm gonna figure out where to move them. I would like to put them over there, so we're gonna do so this. I ended up, the tree couldn't fit here, so the tree's over there, and I'm not using it, and it's for him to use. This is here. This still needs to be organized so that it's not double stacked. Supper here. So the books that were on that tree are now here. These are from the tree, so that means that these aren't even affected yet. So I gotta still figure this stuff out, or else I won't have changed anything. But I still plan on, yeah. But I love how they look though, like, so, yeah, I'm still gonna work on it. So far was, the tree now has Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel on it, which is great, but that means I still have to deal with the room for books. So the books that were on the tree are here now, and I didn't really, I just did this shelf. I didn't do the top, but I did all these. I straightened those up and put some books back in order. Now, I got a lot of work to do still. Monday, October 25th, 2021, and I really tried with the shelves, but I still, like, I cleaned all those ones. I still have a lot of organization to do. I know, like my Murakami and my Alice Munro are still there, but my Kurt Vonnegut is now over here with classics. It's so tough. I tried to, like, but this, I know this looks like, oh well, you could have put books there. Yeah, but it's a top shelf. They'll get climbed on by the cats, and it's top shelf on stack shelves, and I just want to make sure that they'll be okay. And yeah, so like, I don't know. Anyway, these books, that's how I'd rather have the books lined up, so I've got them that way. And I got classics there, including really old classics like Charles Dickens and Dickens in really old hardback. But I haven't got there yet. I'm trying, but I'm gonna need to. Okay, so obviously this is a shelf that could be redone. Like, there's room on this shelf. These are my journals, so right here, the written journals. So I've got to just like find another place for the journals, and I did think of putting them here, but they could easily get bleached by the, you know, I gotta still sort things out, but I'm getting there, and I do feel pretty good about it so far. I mean, it was good to clean up those and get all the poetry books in order, and to have the spiritual type books and mystic dreams and existentialism and all, and therapy all there is really good. And then the classics connecting into these 2 shelves of classics is good. But yeah, I got a lot more work. Down there at the very bottom shelf is a camera bag with heavy stuff in it, and my stones, my precious stones, that, like, my rocks, crystals, that, you know, really nice crystals in the jar. That's heavy on the bottom to help with the weight down there. But yeah, this part looks messy, and so it's like, oh, it's been very frustrating because I want them to look good, but I'm working on it. You know, I'm working on it. It's still gonna take sorting. You know, there's good poetry books in there that are hidden, and writer books and whatnot. And it was also about trying to, like, place stuff, but basically it's like eventually gonna be like a wall of shelves, I think. so that I can have like a hallway of shelves like he had suggested, and then on the other side probably have something that counters it so he has more room for things as well on the other side. And then that's what I'll do. Yeah, probably, I'm guessing. But yeah, I've been working on it. A lot of dust kicked up just out of this bookshelf alone. My old poetry shelves. Like, it's so... Oh my gosh. Dust. Cat dust. People dust. Just dust. Freaking smells. And I don't know. Because I've lived here a few years now, right? So it's piling up. I'm using a Swiffer that I've changed out. This is the second one. And I'm using the other dust thing. Yeah, I think I made good progress. I mean, that looks good. That looks good. That's behind me. I wanted that there, my blue shelf here, but something wasn't working. I forget what it was about it not fitting. And then also I didn't feel those would be stable against the window, whereas I feel they'll be stable against that, the shelves with the two shelves back in it and this shelf keeping it connected, you know, so it's braced by that, which helps so much. So yeah, working on it, working on things. Okay. So, like, I think this shelf looks great, and hopefully I'll find out if the sun really affects it in the coming days. This shelf doesn't look great because of that stack in this way, but I did the best I could. I still think this should have been like a bottom shelf, but it's not. It's the middle. This looks great. That looks great. They go with the classics that are right there. My problem shelves are... I know there's the duster on there. So I've got my used journals, the ones I've filled. And then on this shelf, at the end, I've got all my blank journals. I've got the blank journals, and then I'm using this as like a sort of, you know, where my current journal is, and whatever I'm working on, and etc. And that's a whole shelf that could be used in a different way. And if I put my paper journals somewhere else, I could have those shelves look better. Now, I did think that perhaps I could take some of the writing books out of this cabinet, put them here, put my paper journals in there, but I don't know, I feel kind of weird about it. So I've got to still figure out this situation. Now, it does help to have a shelf that's sort of for like grabbing pens and stuff, and whether I'm working on anything or whatever, right there when I have only this desk space. But it isn't practical as far as you have the shelf, you could be using this shelf. Same with this shelf. This looks messy because I've got a pillow stuff there, but behind it is Alice Munro and Murakami books. And those should be like right, not in the blast of the sun, but they should be near the classics, or they should be up here on shelves, and I should have more classics that way. Maybe I could consider moving journals down, cleaning up one of the shelves, putting Alice Munro and Murakami up, and moving the classics over, and putting my journals here. I don't know. I have to think about it, because the journals need more protection from light than some of the other stuff, because they are even more fragile with the number of years they've been around. So I'll think about it. I'm working on it, but I really like how that looks. Looks pretty. Those still look lovely. Those look lovely. That's great. I mean, stacking that way is not preferable, but when you, like, I've got too many books for them to go all side to side. So yeah, I mean, the only one that's perfectly organized is the red cupboard, because it's got Tolkien and all that, and this poetry is, despite all the what you see knick-knack wise, it's all alphabetically perfect, you know. So I'm working on it. I much appreciate it. My my enclosure is coming to fruition. But yeah, I hope the son will be okay with this. I'll work on this later. I know this part is messy, but these won't stand up. And yeah, these have me thinking about, like, I would put these down further, but what bothers me about that idea is that it breaks up the subject matter, which I've got these on a particular subject, and moving these, you know, it's a thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna, yeah. I know this sounds crazy, but I've reorganized it again a little bit. More of the shelves, moved the book down that was up there, and then there we go. Brought out a couple books from the blue shelf that needs dusting still, but we got Figuring and The Artist's Way. I really wanted the writing books together, but you know, it's just such a mix. And then, yeah, so I think that's better. Still got to work on everything else, but this is good progress. Thank you again, Aunt Terry and Uncle Jerry and Terry. Thank you so much. And yeah, I ended up putting the books down there, the tarot and the anxiety and CBT and all that, and a couple of the witchy related ones down there, even though they're supposed to be near the other books. But I had to do it because it was bothering me how it looked, and I fixed it. So yeah, I did good there. I mean, OCD wise, it's a bit tough, but I don't have OCD. But you know what I mean. It bothered me a bit, but it looks better. Look at all the books, and then there's books there, and there's books there, and then there's books there, and then some journals, mess, books there behind stuff, and books down there, like newer books. So yeah, I mean, oh yeah, and my books there, fantasy and sci-fi and mystery, and that's the one that's the big pile up. There's a whole bunch of poetry anthologies, writer books, zine, harder cover, soft cover, bit like published books, and just a whole bunch of stuff in there that I gotta dust and clean through and sort that out. But yeah, that's the beginning. So this is my corner space, and thank you, Aunt Terry, again for helping me to add to. It feels like I did absolutely nothing. Like nothing. Well, I didn't make the shelves, but I mean, it feels like nothing got done because I feel like I didn't get, because you know, all that and that. But yeah, I did reorganize and stuff. Like, it's hard to explain, and obviously this got done, but it feels like I didn't do anything because it's just so many books. But I love them. I actually started, that blue bag is a mess right there, but that's the start of, I've got a few books in there that I'm gonna donate, so that's a start. Yeah, that's a start. I'm gonna write my words even though I'm tired. It's 9:50 p.m. I say I'm tired every day. It's Monday, 9:50 p.m. and I really do actually like the bookshelves. And then, like, I really brought some good books out here, and I like the mix of these ones, and I like what I ended up doing with them, and I love some of these classics here. I think they should be safe from the sun. I'm guessing so. And yeah, I think I did good. So thank you again, Aunt Terry, for the lovely bookshelves. And there's some nail here to help this for just ingenuity. A couple nails right here for the shelf. And yeah, I love them. And as for, look at all those oh, you guys can't see anything. Look at all those wonderful classics over there too. I just, you know, like, sorting out my bookshelves, even though it looks like it did nothing, I'm just grateful that I have all these great books. And it makes me want to read them. So hopefully I will read them. And yeah, I'm so fortunate that I decided to spend money on books over the years instead of you know, clothing or other things. No, but really, I really do love my books. I'm glad I have them, and I'm glad that I'm also gonna sort through some and let some go that I really don't want to or don't need to hold on to. So was watching some YouTube, and it's been weather today. Like, it's cold today for once. Just a bit moody outside, and oh, there we go. And yeah. But I'm gonna write my words. Only a few days to go, and we're at the end of the month, so close. So I'm gonna keep it pushing. Thanks for those who have been along so far. No, I did not go outside today. It was really not nice out, and I know, but soon, right? I did other stuff. It was good. It was good to do some other stuff. Okay, I've really got to write, because I feel myself tired as my decrease of coffee continues. Really wanted to be an up all night kind of person, but it doesn't seem to be working out that way. Thanks again for being with me through this month, and I'll try to be on camera again soon. Take care. I've got my words done for the day, and so I wrote about bookshelves, because of course, right? Because I got them from Aunt Terry, and I just wanted to be. Oh, I do have spelling errors. My goodness. Oh no, it's DVD. Sorta, mo. Yeah, so I'm fine. Grammar. Oh no. What's wrong with this one? Oh wow. Adding space bars. Ignore. Okay, yeah, well, you know, we all can't be perfect. I've had days usually where I write all my words and it's like all good, like, as in like I've done everything, like it's all good. It doesn't always read well when I write it down, but I mean, you know. So I'm gonna paste it and then read it, and then there you go. And this is the end of today's video, because I need to finish it. And there is smudge up there, up top of the shelf, the highest shelf. And there's my shelves, and there's the books. I really like this. I like this. Sorry, I made the chair squeak. It's like I would love to have all my books be able to be like this. I mean, how great would that be? Anyway, really love the books. Okay, gotta go. Yeah.